Hi YouTube! Okay, so before I start, let me just mention that when you watch the rest of this video, you're going to notice that I'm dressed differently now than I am in the rest of the video, but that's because I was deleting my old intros that I had to refilm and actually deleted the good one too, so I'm refilming here. And I changed outfits because it's freaking hot. So anyways, it's been about a week since I posted my introduction for all of you, and I'm not quite done writing out all my reviews and getting them adapted for film, but it's really easy for me to procrastinate and fall out of things. So at the very, very minimum, I will be here at least once a week to get you some video of some kind. Today I went to the library, and luckily my library is one that has an ongoing book sale. About 3 to 4 times a year, they actually have a huge book sale where they get hundreds or thousands of books, and they sell them at a discounted price. And then they also have a special where you can bring a trash bag or a plastic bag or what, regular size bag in and fit as many books as you possibly can into that bag, and as long as the bag is, not falling apart when you take it up to the counter, then they give you that bag for $5. So I went ahead and scored on that a couple months ago, but right now they're in the off season and they still have the books at a huge discount, but there's not as many and the discount isn't as great. Um, but I always look every time I go, and today I actually lucked out. I was able to get 7 books for $6. And when you're broke like me, that's pretty much the only way you get books. That or Amazon. Amazon's my guilty pleasure. So anyways, I'm going to go through my book haul today and show you everything that I. The first 2 books I'm going to show you are actually part of a series. The series is called Earth's Children, and the series is by Jean M. Auel. I'm assuming that's how you say her last name, A-U-E-L. If any of you know how to pronounce it properly, just let me know in the comments, okay? So the first book in this series is The Clan of the Cave Bear. I unfortunately don't have that in actual book form. I do have it in ebook form. I have the entire series in ebook form, but I love holding real books. So the first book here is The Valley of the Horses. It's book number 2 in the Earth's Children series. And then the third book is The Mammoth Hunters. The second book I'm showing you is the third book in the series. So I've heard really great things about this series. I've also heard that it is more aimed towards, a juvenile age group, junior high, maybe even 6th grade. But some of the best books come from that category. We have the series of unfortunate events, and I'm almost positive that J.K. Rowling has been on record stating that that was the age group she originally intended the first 2 Harry Potter books for. So there's that. I'm going to be reading this series, and then of course I will do a full review. And the next book I have is Beautiful Children, and this is by Charles Bach. I had actually never heard of this, but it has a glittery cover which attracted me, and then when I read the inside I decided that it would probably be an interesting read. Basically it's about a 12-year-old boy who goes missing, and then it just follows the troubles and everything that the family is going through, and I guess that there's a whole different range of people. It's kind of like Crash in the sense that there's all these people that don't seem to be connected in any way, but they all end up being connected to the story somehow. And I truly do love books like that. So this should be an interesting read. And then the next is The Lucky One by Nicholas Sparks. Nicholas Sparks is my favorite romance author. Ever since I watched The Notebook, it's like I cannot get enough of Nicholas Sparks. So I haven't read this one yet. I have the movie and I haven't watched it yet. So I'm going to read the book and then watch the movie. And then of course, not only will I do a review on the book and the movie separately, but I will also do a review on the similarities and differences between the book and the movie, what I liked, what I didn't like, etc., etc. I have noticed that with most Nicholas Sparks books, they tend to stay they tend to stay with the storyline pretty closely. So it shouldn't be disappointing, and I'm really looking forward to this. The next two books I have are by one of my favorite authors in the horror industry. Unfortunately, she doesn't write for the horror industry anymore because she found God, which I think is silly. I have God in my life, and I still write horror. But it's a personal decision that she made, and as readers, we have to respect that. The first book that I have here is The Vampire Armand. This is part of the Vampire Chronicles. I have The Interview with the Vampire on my bookshelf, then I need to get my hands on The Vampire Lestat. I'm not really sure what other, what other books are in that series. And I'm gonna put you guys on hold so I can take a phone call. It's the boyfriend. Okay, so it wasn't the boyfriend. It's my wifey instead, and she said she's messed up right now, and her tire blew out. Oh, it exploded. Of course I've had strawberry shortcake. You know who you're talking to? Oh, the liquor. No, but I haven't really been drinking much lately. Oh, I know. I haven't had a drink in like almost 6 months now, though. Uh-huh. Oh, you're watching Doctor Who. A few episodes. I want to watch Star Trek again so I can look at Benedict Cumberbatch's lips. Alrighty, sorry about that. Wifey loves her alcohol and she loves to talk to me. Alright, so next book we have is Lasher by Anne Rice. And this, I believe, is one about witches. Yes, it's about the dynasty of witches introduced in the Witching Hour. So that is obviously a prequel to this story, and I will definitely have to read that before I read this. And the last book I have that I actually bought is The Time Traveler's Life. I started to watch this movie, and I felt like there was a lot that I wasn't understanding the full grasp of. And that was probably because, they can't fit every little detail from a book into a movie. So I shut the movie off and decided that I was going to read the book before I watched the movie. So we'll see how that goes. That's it for my haul. I'll probably make some other videos with the books I actually rented for my research and things like that, so you can watch for those. Otherwise, this video is going to be like 30 minutes, and I know that because I already recorded it. Anyways, I will talk to you all soon, okay? Toodles!